So what is Warhammer 40k? Maybe you've played some of the video games or you're diving into the tabletop, or you heard the announcement from Henry Cavill that he's working on a show with Amazon, and you just want to understand what the heck 40k is. Well, my goal today is to give you the most simple view of 40k as a starting point for all the rest of the lore, all the rest of the games, etc. Just want you to understand a few key concepts that should help you as you dive in. Now, we'll dive into those throughout the channel over the next year or so. Various chaos space marine factions and various alien species. We'll do that. But let's just think very big picture. You're starting in 40k. What does that mean? Well, 40k is ultimately a sci-fi setting. And when I say that, it's a setting for you, the player, to tell stories on the tabletop. It's for developers to be able to tell stories and create games in this universe. And it's for authors who want to tell fun, interesting stories throughout the galaxy. Ultimately, there's not necessarily a very clear linear storyline here. Now, there are important moments and there are world-changing events, so there is not no story. There is just a very loose story that allows a lot of freedom for various creatives to take part. It's 40,000 years in the future. The Kingdom of Man is known as the Imperium, and they are fighting on all fronts. There's the armies of chaos, which are led by these chaos gods who represent various emotions. They have armies of demons, and they have traitors to man. And there's more. There's other alien species out there. You have the ancient evil, the Necron, who have been asleep and reawoken and are attacking the galaxy. You have space dwarves. You have crazy-looking space monsters. You have mech aliens. They're also fighting for conquest and survival. And it can get very, very wide and very, very hectic very quickly. So there's the tabletop, which is the probably big starting point for a lot of people, where you can paint your own minis and play with your friends. There's video games. The most recent would be Darktide, which takes you into a city as you fight through hordes of chaos gods, creepy minions. And then there's books, where authors are telling so many different stories. And you can start on any of them. Whatever's interesting to you, you can dive into. Just understand what this is. It's war at all turns, it's dark, and it is absolutely crazy. Now, it goes so much deeper than this. There's various space marine factions. There's events in the past like the Horus Heresy, which have betrayal and intrigue that have set up the galaxy to be as crazy as it is. Don't worry about that yet. Just start understanding the setting. What do you want to dive into? What do you want to learn more? Tell me down below. I'll make sure we talk about it for you as you get started in the 40k universe. I encourage you to stick with it. If you love the design, if you're intrigued to play with friends or whatever the case may be, just hang in there. You'll be able to find something in the universe that you enjoy, and hopefully you start down this hobby that a lot of us have been loving. Let me know what you guys think. What are some really important things new players need to know about 40k? And when I say new players, I don't just mean on the tabletop. I mean players of the video games or people who just want to read some crazy good books. What's a great starting series of books? I think we'll talk about that in the near future. Thanks guys for being here. We'll talk again very soon.